us to write this movie and the research we did, and also that sense of confliction. When we started our Buy Nothing summer, if you want to call it that, we were with a group that was dumpster diving, and at first the thought of eating food from the dumpster nauseated me. I really didn't want to do it. I wanted to observe people doing it, but I myself didn't want to do it. And we were living with this group of people, and they would, wake up in the morning, and a group would go to dumpsters, and they'd go to nice, Whole Foods dumpster or the Trader Joe's dumpsters, seriously. And they'd bring food back, packaged food that has to be thrown out because of the sell-by date. They'd bring that food back, and then another group of people would cook that food, and then we'd all eat it, and then another group of people would clean up. And we did that for 3 meals. And for the first day and a half, 2 days, I didn't eat anything. I sort of pretended I was eating, and I wanted to look like I believed, but I didn't really want to eat that food. And then I woke up in the middle of the night. We were sleeping on the floor. This was in an abandoned house, but in the middle of a city. And we were sleeping on, 20 people to a room. Brit and I were not next to each other, but near each other. We were sleeping on the floor, and I woke up and I had these amazing hunger pains. And I went downstairs, and they had all this Skippy peanut butter someone had gotten from a dumpster. And they had some bread, and I grabbed that peanut butter and bread, and it was the best sandwich I've ever had. By the end of the summer, Brit and I were pros at going into the dumpster and getting the best foods. So I think this film, it's less about answers and more about questions for us. All the different feelings we felt, feelings of how we feel so certain when we're in our normal lives that eating out of a dumpster is wrong, and then when you realize how much waste there is in this country, and how much waste there is just in the world, you're like, well, what do we do about that? What is our responsibility for that? And I think as filmmakers, we just wanted to ask those questions and start a dialogue.